I learned a long time ago that if I take a coat hanger, a wire coat hanger, and I fold it in half, that I can fold it under the bottom of the glass and then pull the glass up and fold it over the window lip on a lot of different vehicles, and I can get it up and out of the way, and so it's not the glass isn't falling down on me. All right, now we've loosened up all the bolts around the edge of this black part here, except the top we left the bolts in, so we don't have to fight with that. And then we just loosen up the bottom, give us enough gap to drop the window regulator out the bottom. Always compare your two regulators, because notice the little sticker on here. It says if you open the bag, they will not return it. So don't open the bag. Lay your two regulators out. Make sure your rollers are in exactly the same position. Make sure everything looks good before you open the bag. Check everything carefully. Okay, now you get to wrestle around a little bit and you put it in. You line up the rollers up in the back. There's two rollers that got to go on the top and the base of your window. Keep in mind my wire is still up there holding my window. I've bent it several times to adjust the height of the window. There's another roller right beside this panel right here. Right in here, right behind the panel. You got to reach up behind it and get the roller in there. And then you line up so one of your rivets will go in. And you turn on your key and you rotate the motor until one goes in, then you can pivot the rest. All right, we just used our Harbor Freight rivet tool. We put one rivet in. Now we're going to turn our key on again, and we're going to rotate it around. Looks like it needs to go up, but that's just because I'm guessing. We're going to look for these other holes to line up. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to rivet the rest. Okay, our rivets are all in. We should be able to pull out our wire holding our window. Now hold the base of this thing in good. It's time to demo our window, make sure everything's going to roll. Looks like it's going to work just fine. So now we go ahead and we put it all back together. Okay, all the little screws are back in, big screws back in. Now there's one real important thing we got to do, and that is we got to come in here. Remember, we unhooked this wire so we'd have a little bit of movement. Now we got to hook it back on there, clip it on there. See all these little push pins? We got to carefully remove all of those and put them back in our door panel. And then we're going to glue this plastic back up. We're going to use some spray adhesive, glue this plastic back up, and then put our door panel back on. And we just put some real simple, just super yellow weather strip adhesive. Can use that to glue our little plastic back up. Got all our clips out, and so we're going to put our plastic back up, then put our clips back in our door panel. Just like that, weather strip adhesive works beautifully. That was merely just 20 seconds. Okay, all the push pins were reinstalled in the door panel put back on. Be real careful when you do the push pins. Sometimes they'll tear just a couple of little deals off, little tabs. I might have to replace that push pin right up there later. But there is another push pin goes right here. So, but I may have to put another one in there. And now we're ready to go and put all this back together here. All right, now we're all official and back together. We're going to demo our window. We've already demoed it while we were putting it together. But now we're going to demo our window. As you can see, works just fine. And that is how you change a window regulator on a Suburban.